then you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay. But listen to Doc.
I'm listening. I'm just giving him some information.
Anything special today?
Yes.
Me.
I've got new programs coming out.
Perfect. We're going to talk about that.
I've always got something.
I can't change this ad. It's a great little testimonial, but it was a few years ago. Ted Watkins. So welcome back, everyone. I'm live on Facebook again, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. Okay, guys, I got with me Doc. He's the owner of Hypnotic1. He's on the air with me today. Again, you've been on my show for years, but you've also helped so many people. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what makes you so different than anyone else out there.
Well, I use hypnosis. Everybody knows that. I'm a certified hypnotherapist. I've worked doing this for about 35 years now. Worked with over 45,000 people. Worked in 4 different countries. My gosh, we work with people getting them off of drugs, cigarettes, alcohol, sugars, and getting them out of depression. If you've got a problem that you can't get rid of right now, try hypnosis, and we do it a little bit different than most hypnotists in the valley because we don't let you fail.
Well, I'll tell you something. This is what I love about Doc, is he's really into you and helping you not fail. He will not let you fail. You've got this for a 98% success rate that you've been doing this for over 35 years. The website is hypnotic1.com. You can go there and check him out. But here's this. This is what I love that he does. He gives you a free 30 to 60-minute consultation that you're going to get that comes along with this MP3, CD, whatever you need, that right there, by just having that, it's a win situation.
I have to educate people when they first come in because they don't know what hypnosis really is or the way I do it. And even if they've been to another hypnotist, when they come in, I explain what I do and how I do it, they go, wow, this is nothing like I had before. And so I said, that's why we have such a high percentage of success. When that person walks out the door, they don't walk out of my life because I'm working on their program for the next time when they come in.
It's a custom program to meet your needs.
Everybody's a little bit different. Everybody needs a different program because the thing is, if I had 100 smokers, not every one of them has picked up the habit for the same reason or want to get rid of it for the same reason.
Tell everybody what this little thing is up here.
That thing sitting on your shoulder is an electrochemical organic computer. Otherwise, just like the computer on your desk, it can get a virus in it. And that virus is usually negativity. It's usually depression. It's usually stress. So we got to get rid of that and reprogram you so that all of a sudden you're happy, healthy, wealthy, and moving forward.
Now, you could call him direct and leave a message. It's 602-547-0446. He's on the air right now with me, but you can call, leave that message, and then you know what? He's going to call you back and find out what he can do for you. What you need to know is that this is different than anything you've ever heard about, and that is what you tell everybody. You teach them what real hypnosis is.
That's it. We reprogram the mind and show you how to do it, and we teach you self-hypnosis so that if you have something else going on, you can actually program yourself. You've actually programmed yourself to be negative. We're going to show you how to program yourself to be positive.
Tell them what you mean by a lifetime warranty.
A lifetime warranty means whenever we've worked with you, you can come back or call me back and say, Doc, whether it's 6 months later, or a year later, or 6 years later, I need a tune-up. How much is it? It's free. Because our program works so well, and I want to make sure that you continue on the pathway of being successful.
You said today, before you came on, that you have some new programs.
I got some new programs out. You know, I've had some extra time, even though we're busier now than usually, but I've spent a lot more time in the office. A lot of people, they got tired of sitting around the house. They know that their addictions and their stress and the depression is overwhelming them, so they've been calling and they've been coming in. So the thing is all of a sudden they find out that, God, this is so easy. Why didn't I do it before? And that's always the thing they're saying to me. So the thing is the new programs I got coming out, most of the time when I'm working with a person that has an addiction, when we do a hypnotic regression, actually they're going back to when they was a little child. Not all of them, but most of them will go back before the age of 10 or 12. And that's when the programming in their mind, that virus in their mind says, hey, you know what, I'm not worth anything. And they have that doom and gloom to them. We got to get that turned around. My new programs, listen to this very carefully. My new programs are for babies, is for toddlers, is for the adolescents, because let's get them programmed properly. Otherwise, you're sending your kids out to kindergarten or before that to schools to teach them the ABCs. How about having a CD or an MP3 player or some kind of a message device as they're sleeping, teaching them the ABCs, teaching them while they don't even have anything that's going to interrupt it. Because most of the time when people talk to you, you've got a prejudice. You've already got a preconceived idea, and we're having to get through that. So that's why hypnosis works so good and so fast. But the thing is, babies don't have that. They're just taking in all that information. They've been doing this in China for years. Why don't we do it here? Because when people say both parents are working, they don't have the time. They've got a babysitter helping them out. They've got other kids helping them out. How about just plug in that CD player as that child is going to sleep at different times throughout the day? That child is now hearing A, B, C, D, and it's getting it done. It's hearing all of a sudden the multiplication tables. It's hearing addition. It's hearing how to count. So the thing is, it's not taking any time for the parent to teach that child something. And when they go to school or when they go to that kindergarten, all of a sudden it triggers. When they are trying to teach them ABCs, it's already triggering. They already know it. It's a memory coming back to them. Yes.
Now you could call them direct. That number is 602-547-0446. It's hypnotic1.com.
So we teach them early. We're going to teach them very early, so when they become teenagers, you don't have that big problem with it. You don't have that where they are pulled inward. They're depressed. They're having to be successful all the time. No, we teach people how to take care of life, because life is not always roses. We teach them automatically how to overcome things and move forward and be successful.
What I like what you're saying is, not if the baby can do it,
yeah,
you can do it. Anybody can do it.
It's the easiest thing. The Chinese have headsets they put around the womb, and before the baby's even born, the fetus is learning things that wouldn't ever know how to do.
What I also like too is that, let's say you start this with a young baby, and now when the child is at an age where it's more difficult, they already know how to do the program. It'll be easy, because even if you have to bring in a new program.
We get rid of that term more difficult, because it's not. They're automatically, and everybody's already known this, that babies are like a sponge for information, but they don't know how to process it. We show them a way to process it. It's already in their mind, so when they get older, it's just a normal thing.
Now, let me also go back to some of the people, because to me, it also works the same for adults.
That's right.
There's no difference,
it's
really.
A little bit harder, actually,
because you've let that happen, actually.
Yeah, because they might be the one that is pulling themselves down, and they usually are.
Absolutely.
So we've got to get beyond that. We've got to get rid of that, and we know how to do that at Hypnotic1.
Well, he gives you a free 30 to 60-minute consultation. Everyone gets the CD or MP3 that you need, and just that alone, having that, it's like going to sleep forever. It's like you love it. It's the awesome thing.
We don't go to sleep forever, but the thing is we learn so much in our sleep, because we don't have any of them preconceived ideas, especially as a child growing up. And all of a sudden, that child is happy. It's excited because it's learning things. It already knows the things that its classmates are trying to learn.
Well, even if it's you, the child, or anyone that
so the thing is, if you're grandma, if you're mother, father, grandpa, if you're a brother, sister, whatever it is, an aunt and uncle, you know somebody that has a child, has the greatest gift. The greatest gift that there is for a few dollars, you send them a CD, and I have a whole explanation, so when they get it, they know how to use it, and it's just so simple.
Now, you can call him direct. His phone number is 602-547-0446. It's hypnotic1.com. Whether it's for your child or yourself, let me say this. If you want to walk on water, you got to get out of the boat. And that's what it's all about, guys. Getting yourself to change. And by the way, your children, getting them to learn this, You're going to watch them do it. You're going to go, I should do that too.
And that's right. So the thing is, if you know somebody's pregnant, give them one of these CDs. You know, they're very inexpensive. And we have stair steps of, first you're going to do the ABCs, then you're going to do addition, then you're going to do counting. The thing is, we put it step by step.
So you make it super, super simple. Again, that number to call them is 602-547-0446. Hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute.
What do you think about that?
I didn't say that. I was like off the wall completely. So you see the difference? Because we're sort of like hanging tight here, kind of relax. Because we know we have that feather. Now, he's got...
Now you're halfway through your segment?
Yeah. So that's the difference. Is you've got that extra little slider.
I'm not trying to educate them that much because we don't have that much time. I'm just trying to motivate them to actually do something.
Just call to action.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
If they resonate with what they're hearing, they're going to pick that and call.
Because most of the time I get people, they've heard me 2, 3, 4 times. And that's what usually the average is.
Because some people that go to him are people like, they're procrastinators.
Yeah, they're
most people
potatoes.
are in general.
Yeah.
And we've even changed a lot of stuff. And you're going to hear, I used to try to get the couch potato up. Now it's now they know somebody that needs it. And it's always easier to help someone else out than they start thinking about themselves. Well, gee, why don't I try it?
Yeah,
Or,
for sure.
let's get John to do it, and we'll see how he does. And if he does it,
Yeah,
then
if
I'll do
Mikey
it.
likes it, I'll like it. Same kind of thing. Do you want to bring back, talk about anything at all, or keep on this, or
I
do you
want to talk
wanna-
about addictions.
Okay. All of these people, like you're hearing these people that are listening that are on right now, this law firm, buy like Doc, you know. Pretty much we do like a little program it's a pretty nice program. It's pretty affordable. It's very affordable is what it is, so that it doesn't cost you a ton of money, because hours are a lot of money because you're taking the entire hour.
Right.
So it's not worth it. It's better for you to break it up, because it gives you more, instead of trying to get it all in on one time on that, it gives you more time where you can do it a little bit more consistently on different days, giving you more exposure,
Right.
which works out better. And it costs about the same.
I know, I'm really nervous again.
I know.
Doc, you said that you had like an introductory or free MP3. Where does somebody get that?
When they come in the office.
From him.
No, I'm not going to send it to you.
I was going to share it on Facebook, but
No.
Oh, is it
when
big?
they
Is
when
it
they come in
long?
for the, because I got into the thing of send it, and people want it, you never hear from them.
Right.
Never.
Right,
Never.
right.
So if they won't get up off the couch and come in,
then I'll add that they need to come in to see you to get their free MP3.
They really should anyway, because it's the
Well, yeah.
consultation. How can they get it without it? They can't do it
well,
without
because they're
you.
wanting something for free.
I know, but they can't, they wouldn't be able
People
to
who
do
want
it.
something for free will not do anything.
You're providing telehealth now?
Huh?
You're providing telehealth now where you can do things over video?
Yeah, I'm not doing that yet.
We believe that's going to be really big going
It
forward.
is.
It seems to
With,
be with a lot of things.
Medicare is paying for telehealth now
Yes.
at the same rate
I heard that.
as a face-to-face encounter
Yeah,
for E&M codes, and so that's huge.
but
I
it won't be
did-
huge for me because I'm not a medical doctor.
No, but you know, I mean,
But you need one-on-one anyway with them for the techniques and all that.
Here we go, Doc.
Most time, yeah.
We call him Doc, but he's not a doctor. He's gone by Doc forever.
They couldn't pronounce my name David when I was working in the hospital. I was overseas.
Welcome back. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We're going to share it, this show in just a little bit. We are talking with Doc. He's the owner of Hypnotic1, and Doc has helped I mean, so you've been on my show for over 9 years, and you have helped so many people. I know that you want to talk about addiction, and I just have to tell this story really quickly.
Okay, go for it, girl.
Because, we're talking about addiction, and smoking is an addiction. And we had a client that was on the show. I had a client that was on the show listening to you while you were doing your segment. And after the show, she leaned over to you and she said, "Can I give you a card?" And then like 2 days later, maybe 3 at the most, she called me up crying. She had been smoking for over 40 years. I don't know how many packs a day. 2 packs a day. And this was I had no idea what was happening. And literally within maybe 2 or 3 days, she stopped smoking, and she was so happy. And you know how many people out there that I have met that have worked with you throughout the years. Some of the listeners that you bring in sometimes will come along with you. It's been phenomenal.
Well, most of the people think it's going to be very hard, or they're going to go through some, gut-wrenching withdrawal symptom. There is no withdrawal symptoms when I work with them because I'm not taking anything away from them. We take and reprogram that electrochemical organic computer so that you don't want it. You're like a non-smoker again. Otherwise, the thing is the same way with drugs. You can get off heroin without all the withdrawals. You don't need that, because the thing is that is in the mind. It is not physiological, but your mind can make it physiological. So the thing is, we make it much easier and just almost instantly.
Almost instantly. Here's the thing, too. I wanted to say that a lot of people don't realize how much addictions are affecting our lives. It's not just drugs. It's food. Food is an addiction, guys.
It is. And right now, everybody's captivated in their house. What are they doing? There's only so many TV
You're
programs.
bored, so what are you going to do?
You're bored. And so much time you can do cleaning your house. Then you're buying all that stuff that's quick and easy. Why? You've got all the time in the day to fix a good meal, but you're not. You're having the potato chips and the beer and the popcorn and the peanuts.
Because you want that. It's that fixation of the food and eating it and the salt and all that kind of stuff.
See, that's what you're addicted to, and it's a conditioned response. And we have to address it in the proper way, and so that you'll get the proper response and the freedom. Because we need to get rid of that past programming, that past conditioned response, so that you all of a sudden are free from everything.
Doc, you've been on my radio show, my television show, YouTube, everything you've done, and you've helped so many people out there. You've been doing it for over 30 years, everywhere in the world.
And it's really funny. Most people say, well, I really don't have the time. Well, you know what? They've got so much time now. Let's get it done.
There's no excuse.
I know there's some people out there who's going to wait until you go back to work, and then you're going, well, you know what? I really should have done it then. Well, that's a part of procrastination, too. The procrastinators, stay on the couch there. But you know somebody that has an addiction. It might be just depression. It might be just, they sit on the couch, too. Send them in to see me. Give them my phone number. Get them in to see me. See how well it works for them, and then all of a sudden maybe you'll want to do it too, because the thing is we reprogram that computer. All of a sudden it's running like a brand new computer. Just think about going back when you had a virus in your computer, it didn't run right, run slow, all of a sudden you was losing data. It wasn't fun to use. All of a sudden you didn't like it anymore, so you took it in. You didn't do it because you didn't know how. There's 2 reasons people fail at anything. I don't care what it is. First, they don't know how to do it. Second, they don't want it bad enough. But when that computer starts goofing up on them and all of a sudden it won't work and it's stressing them out, they'll take it into the IT
in
guy.
a second, because they can't handle it.
And then all of a sudden when they get it back, it's, my gosh, it runs better than I can remember. Sure, because your computer on your shoulders has been running slower and slower because all the different stresses you've got going. We got that coronavirus.
You're worried about the coronavirus when you already got one right in your head.
The thing is how many people are really building their immune system. That is the only way that you're going to avoid that virus, is build your immune system up, get it stronger. That is the way to do it, and that's through your food, that's through your air, that's through the water, that's through your vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. We need to get that done.
And that's the weight part of it, but you know what? The drug part of it, you want to get healthy. You want to, protect your immune system. But if you're sitting there smoking and you're sitting there doing drugs or whatever
your immune system down, everything you're
so
doing
it
like
all
that.
encompasses. Give him a phone call. That number is 602-547-0446. You're going to get a free 30 to 60-minute consultation. It comes along with the MP3. You're going to be able to do this in your sleep. It's a customized program to meet your needs. He won't let you fail, and it's a lifetime warranty.
Everybody that I work with in their 60s and 70s and 80s, and I've even worked with a few people in their 90s, they always tell me the same thing. I wish I'd have done this when I was younger. I wish I'd have known about this. I said, how would it change your life? I'd have more energy. I'd do this, I'd do that. I says, well, you had the energy back then, but you didn't do it. So my comeback really is, if you don't do it now as you're listening, when will you do it? When is the most convenient time for you to be happy, healthy, and even wealthier? Because the people are spending too much money on quick foods that's making them sick. They're spending too much on their addictions. They're spending too much on instant gratifications. Let's get back to when we was making our own fun, having a good life back in the 50s and the 60s. And I know most people are, I'm older than most people out there, but the thing is we had Lincoln Logs. We built things. We took and did things. We didn't just play on the computer all day. We didn't watch TV all day. We was actually out working, doing things in the yard, doing things on the farm. And the thing is we played ball. We need more exercise. You need more oxygen in your system. You need more water. You need more clean air. We need to get our body back in good health so we don't get sick.
Well, you need to clean out that virus in the brain that's in there right now. And everybody can use something like this. How easy is it to get hypnotized?
1, 2, 3, snap.
It's 1, 2, 3, snap. And it is not like anything you've ever seen. He's not going to make you squawk like a duck or bird. What is it?
Squawk like a chicken or bark like a dog. No, I don't do that. That is stage work. I don't do that. But once I have worked with you, I give you a post-hypnotic suggestion, so it only takes me a couple seconds to put you in the trance the next time you come in. So we don't have to go through the progressive relaxation. It's just a 2 to 3 second put you into a trance. And you don't go unconscious. See, that's the thing is, you don't go catatonic, but you're hearing everything that's going on. Sometimes you may even fall asleep, but you're hearing things even if you're sleeping. Just like that baby's going to hear everything and doesn't know how to process it, but it's going into that computer bank so that it can use it later on.
The number to call him direct, leave a message. He's on the air right now, but leave a message and he will call you right back. That number is 602-547-0446. It's Hypnotic1.com.
It's as easy as getting up in the morning. It's so fast. What happens? It's like your computer. All of a sudden you got a new program in it. It's automatically reacting and acting totally different so that you get what you want. Most people, when I ask them, what do you want? They tell me what they don't want. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to be fat. I don't want this. That doesn't tell them what they do want. So we kind of reprogram that part of your mind too.
I want to talk about some of the things that you can help people with that they don't even realize. Because, yes, we know drugs, alcohol, weight loss, all of that, we kind of know. And by the way, he's the best at that. But also things like, for instance, this. You're at home right now, and you may not be doing so well in sales, right? He can help you with that. He can help you be more motivated and get you better.
That's it. You focus on what you can do. You focus on the things above what you can do. Imagine a salesman starting to look at the greatest salesman he knows, and all of a sudden he picks up his characteristics. Otherwise, when I teach salesmen, first thing I teach them is quit being a salesman. Be the greatest presenter there is, because nobody wants to be sold anything. They just want to make the decision on their own. So that salesman, his job is not to sell. His job is to present it and do the closing.
How do you help people with memory?
Memory. Everybody's got a perfect memory until you start messing around with it and telling yourself you can't remember. If you tell yourself long enough you can't do something, then you automatically can't.
How many people out there are having a little trouble sleeping there right now?
Sleeping is natural. That baby's sleeping naturally all the time. Something happened as an adult or as a child where that adult doesn't sleep very well. Maybe it's a spouse that's snoring and keeping up. All of a sudden we reprogram that person so that they enjoy hearing the snoring.
Real quickly, let's do panic attacks, because a lot of people are having them right now.
Anxious, being scared. The thing is it is programmed in you. Somebody did it or you did it. And if somebody else did it, then you took over when they're gone. Let's get rid of the panic attacks.
We've said it a million times. Everybody that goes to him says the same thing. Why didn't I do this sooner? Well, I said it earlier, and I'm going to say it again. If you want to walk on water, you got to get out of the boat. If you've got children right now, he's got a new presentation that he's got for everybody out there to learn. Those babies going to learn it and soak it in, and by the time they're teens, they're going to be knowing exactly how to do it, and then you're going to want to know how to do it. Leave them a call at 602-547-0446. It's Hypnotic, the number 1.com.